The woman who was exchanging love letters with murder suspect Drew Peterson is now talking about their relationship exclusively with Fox Chicago News. Drew's love letter pen pal sat down with our Craig Wall and explained how the correspondence got started and why she says she broke it off. Craig?
Bob, Diana Grandel had a partial change of heart. Now, you might say, she has a Jekyll and Hyde view of the former Bolingbrook police officer. They met a few years ago when Officer Peterson responded to domestic violence calls about her violent father. Their relationship progressed to the point last year where Grandel sent a picture of herself in a bikini to inmate Peterson, who's awaiting trial for the murder of his third wife. Diana Grandel doesn't apologize for writing letters to an accused wife killer. In fact, the 40-year-old admits to being a prolific pen pal with Drew Peterson, estimating they exchanged some 200 letters.
We were catching up for a long time.
How often did you write back and forth?
Constantly. It was, he'd write to me and I'd get it maybe a week after he wrote, and then I would write back.
She says she met Peterson when she was about 15, when he rescued her from her violent father.
So your memory of Drew was of a good, honest cop who cared?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That did not change, even after Peterson became a suspect in the disappearance of his fourth wife, Stacy, in 2007, or when he was charged in 2009 with murdering his third wife, Kathleen Savio. In fact, Grandel felt so bad for Peterson that she began to write him in jail.
I was absolutely supportive. I told him I couldn't wait for him to get out, that I never believed he did anything. I thought he was being railroaded.
In the months that followed, the tone of the letters moved from friendly to flirtatious and even downright sexual.
You didn't find these letters offensive?
No.
Who was the first one to be flirtatious, if you will?
True.
Did you flirt back in your letters?
Sure.
What was the tone of some of yours?
Not like his. I don't have that kind of imagination, but, I was joking around with them.
In one letter, at Peterson's request, she sent bikini photos saying, quote, "Not my best beauty pics, but I just got out of the pool and my hair was wet."
People might wonder why you would send him photos of you in a bikini.
Oh my God, it's a bikini. I wasn't naked. Right? It's a bikini.
One of Peterson's attorneys says the love letters are getting blown out of proportion.
It's just another way of social networking. If he had ability to go on Facebook, I'm sure he'd be on Facebook.
For Drew Peterson to make sexual advances towards this woman in his letters shouldn't surprise anyone?
No, I don't think it should surprise anybody. I mean, that's what couples do. They hook up.
Things suddenly changed after Grandel lost everything in an apartment fire last summer. In love letters she sold to the National Enquirer, Peterson is quoted as saying, "I have a closet full of new or like-new clothes that Stacy left behind when she abandoned us." He offered them to her, and that left Grandel stunned as she reflected on Stacy.
I can't imagine she walked away from everything and hasn't wanted anything back of her kids. Nothing.
All of a sudden, Grandel no longer believed Peterson's story.
It's hard to say that he might have done it, but yeah, he can't help but think it. That Stacy didn't just leave on her own. Of course not.
You think maybe he killed her now?
Yes.
Diana Grandel tells me that when she came to that realization last summer, she quit writing Peterson immediately. He called her and wrote her, she says, but at that point she knew their pen-pal relationship was done.
What about Kathleen Savio?
Yeah, ironically enough, she still does not believe that he had anything to do with that. She thinks it's ridiculous. But I asked her, I said, would you go to court and be there to support him? She said, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Doesn't he have a lot of these pen pals?
He does. According to his attorney, he has a number of people who write him in jail, and you always just kind of wonder about what are they thinking. But
yes. Thank you, Craig Wall.